we need to appreciate. And there are hidden messages, and not so hidden in fact, one needs eye to discern it. How today India is no longer considered a third world country at the margin of international affairs. Today the world looks at India with expectation with hope, to find solutions to the problem, to the global problems. And there are reasons for it, reasons within and reasons without. The way India conducted itself in global pandemic, the way, when thanks to our scientists, when they invented vaccine, the way we distributed vaccines to the needy in over 150 countries. This shows the true DNA of India Bharat. Vasudhaiva Kutumbaka. We didn't look at it as a mercantile opportunity to make money out of it. No, we don't trade on human life. In fact, we don't trade on any life. Now, why? How this change happened? Of course, we have a Prime Minister. We have a very dynamic and capable Prime Minister. Perhaps providential. But what was happening before? What was happening before? It falls in the model in which the government across the world has been functioning. The government across the world, in their respective countries, they are well-meaning people. Well-meaning institutions. Those who run the government are well-meaning people. But the approach has been government-centric. Governments believe, and our governments too, until the change happened, believe that government can drive the change, government knows what is good for the people, government knows how to bring that good to the people, and a kind of a patron-client relationship developed. Government became the patron, people became the client. But we know, especially those who are out of government and those who have been in government and had experience, they know that it is a paradoxical situation that though the government, those who run the government, they are from the same very society. There is a disjoint. The priorities and prejudices of the government are not exactly aligned with that of the society. So when the government-centric approach was followed to address the problems of the society, the problems of humans, we made progress. We made significant progress, but the problems too kept multiplying. In fact, today, again we are in a paradoxical situation. When technology has led to a lot of growth, a lot of development, considerable improvement, ease of living for a large section of the world, though there is a large section which is deprived of it. But it is also involved in finding solution to the problem that itself it creates. It's a kind of a race. You create a problem, you find a solution. And that solution further creates a problem. And this race is on and on and on. So, when the government-centric approach, when we started addressing the problem of our country, a large country, today we are over 1.3 billion. Maybe perhaps we are the most populous country in the world. Now, in this, when we started approaching the problem of poverty, problem of sickness, the health, problem of education, problem of infrastructure, while government continued achieving milestones, the problems kept multiplying. And what happened in this less than a decade? And why is it that the world looks at this country with expectation and hope? Because the way we have transformed the country and the way the country is getting transformed Today, the way the poverty mitigation program, the way the health, universal access, health, education, infrastructure, the way the drinking potable water reaching every house, every home, the homeless are getting homes built, electricity to every house, cooking gas to every home. How is it happening? Because what Prime Minister Modi did, he turned the model upside down. Instead of government-centric, it became people-centric. And when we say people-centric, usually every government does for the people only. It's not for the people, it's by the people. Every scheme of the government, if you look at today, right from sanitation to all, is Jan Andolan and Jan Abhiyan. Total participation of the people. Even the policies are not framed by those within the government, with their knowledge alone. Today we are having a wonderful national education policy. It was not framed by the people within the government. It was from the society. The people, those who are equipped to know what is good for the society, what kind of education policy should be, is needed for the country. They put together their wisdom, their experience, their talent, and we got a national education policy. Every scheme of the government, every program is a Jan Andolan. Jan Abhiyan is a mass campaign. But to this mass campaign, to have it, to be a successful mass campaign, a smart use of technology. Look at what, right? At the very beginning, when the Prime Minister came, one of the first initiative was Digital India. People were skeptical. What do you mean? A person illiterate, poor man, village illiterate man in the village, will they use? Today, we are the most digitalized country in the world. Our digital transactions are the largest in the world in terms of financial transaction, in terms of payment. The person, the vendor on the street, vegetable vendors, uses electronic device, digital device to make the payment, to receive the payment. Jan Dhan Yojana, over 500 million bank accounts. Initially people were saying, bank account, what is this account? Zero balance bank account. But look at the magic that it has done. Direct benefit transfer. Hundreds of millions of beneficiaries, they don't have to face the intermediary. Look at the transparency. They look at the fact, the security that it gets. The person entitled for a particular amount doesn't have to go for and face any intermediary and pay some kickback. The money comes direct to the people. This use of technology and JAM, trinity of JAM, Jan Dhan, Aadhaar and mobile. This has revolutionized this country. And the way this country of over 1.3 billion people, from the margin to the center stage, from despair to hope, and not only that,